Hello and good morning, WH6AV here, Jesse, doing a video on coplug programming. Just going to do a basic tutorial. A lot of folks have been asking if I can create the coplug for them, and it doesn't take much to create a coplug. So basically all you need to do is remember every channel that you create for DMR digital will always need a digital contact. So just remember that. That's the first part that you need, digital contact. Then the next part will be the channels. What channel are you going to utilize for your setup? Whether it be hotspot or a repeater. Hotspot is basically simplex. Receive and transmit frequency will be the same, whereas the repeater will be designated on the owner of the repeater. It'll be a minus or a plus. It's not going to be a simplex repeater. It will always be a duplex. So that's the second thing, just the channels. The first was having a digital contact, because you need to program it into the channels area. And then once you're done, you're going to create your zones to contain the number of channels. It can be 1 through 16. So first of all, let's go ahead and create your first contact. What we'll do is create a local 9 for those of you who's running DB4 mini, because that's what you're going to use. And basically what I'll do here is set up a contact. We'll say we'll open a default first of all. Default coplug of a blank slate. So let's create our digital contact for 9. Okay, so this is the first one, and it's going to be TG9 is what we'll call it. It'll have an ID of 9, and that is the standard for talk group ID for Brandmeister and also DMARC. It is going to be a group call. It is not a private call, so make sure you set it to group call. And then we'll create the channels for this device. Because it is a simplex device, a hotspot, or a DB4 mini, you're going to choose the frequency of the device. So in my case it is 436. So I'll put 436. And in the admit criteria, make sure you set it to color code. Always use color code. Scan list, we can go over that later. I'm not going to worry about that now. Your transmit timeout, we'll set it to a default of 180 seconds. That's 3 minutes per transmission. Okay. A lot of you should know what that is for, the TX timeout. So squelch, we'll leave it at default. Normal. Transmit power, we can set it to low. RX relative frequency, leave it at low. Transmit relative frequency, leave it at low also. These options here, auto scan, receive only, Vox, voice operated transmission. Don't need to select any of those. Lung worker, don't need. Allow talk around, don't need to worry about that. RX GPS info, set it to selected and select it here. That's if you got a GPS radio, but most of you don't, so don't need to worry about that. Here I'll select compress UDP data header for text messaging via the radio. And you're gonna leave this emergency system to none. TX contact destination. You're gonna set it up to what you created previous to this. Talk group 9. That's the first contact that you created on the digital contacts. See, in the digital contacts, you have talk group 9, TG9 with the ID of 9. So TG9, you select it here. RX group list, don't worry about this. You don't need it. Color code 1, you're gonna use repeater slot 2, color code 1, and slot 2. Okay. Voice encryption, leave it to none. GPS system, you're gonna set this to 1 if you're using GPS. So this 2 will be selected, and then this will be set to 1. But for those of you not using GPS radio, unselect it, set this to none. Down here, just leave it as is, don't have to do anything. Okay, so you're gonna name this channel. We'll name it TG9 here, and use this as the base for code plug programming. So you're gonna right click on it, choose copy. You can set this to protected, so I'm gonna set to protect after. But because we've already set it as copy, what I'm gonna do is paste over as a new, paste new, paste new. You can keep repeating this for as many channels as you want. We'll go ahead and create 16 for now. So I'll stop at 16. Okay, so there you go. Every channel that was created has all the settings in there already set for you from the first channel that you created. So all you're going to do is create more contacts. Okay, you go back here, and we'll go ahead and create a contact of talk group 3100 nationwide USA. I'll just abbreviate it. And this is a talk group ID of 3100, and we'll create a another talk group of disconnect. Don't have to give it a number. Disconnect is assigned 4000. We're going to use group call because you want to use it to disconnect reflectors and talk groups. So we can set up another contact as status. This one's 5000. And add another one for parrot talk. Parrot echo. And then this one will be a 9990. It is a private call. So we'll set up another one. This one will be talk group Texas wide. And put in the ID for the Texas group is 3148. It is a group call. Add in another one here, and we'll call this one let's see, Texas chat 1, and this one's 31481. It is a group call. Go ahead and add in some TAC channels. Let's go ahead and add in TAC 1s, or actually contact for TAC 1 will be 8951. Paste new. So this will be TAC, let's go to TAC 310 or TAC 311. Make this on TAC 310. 310 here. Make this one 311. 311. TAC 312. Then we can use a couple here. TAC 1, so 8951. TAC 2 will be 8952. TAC 3 will be 8953. So we'll put in do others here. We'll put in let's see, what else would there be? Let's put in a direct user contact in here. I can just delete that. Delete this, and then delete this also. Delete that also as well. Oh, we can worry about that after. So what you want to do is actually, we'll delete that. Alright, so let's do some search here. Let's say, for example, if I was to get a friend of mine's, another fellow ham. Let's try and see what we come up with. And see if we can pull up Arizona. Let's see what we got. We got so many users out in Arizona. 3104 508. Yeah, I got Robert here. I'll put in his. Let's see, I can do Alec. Let's see, Alec, N1AJW. I can put in his. And then we can do, let's see, we can do someone else. KD5 DLJ. If you know the person's call sign, just type it in, hit enter right here, okay? And I'll search them. And then I'm just doing this for demonstration purpose. Any private contacts that you have added as a contact, it will always be a private call. Okay, to sort this out, so I usually do a disconnect first on all my zones. Then I'll do a local 9 or a TG9. My status, I'll put that up, followed by a parrot echo, and then the TAC channels. You can just move it up. I have Texas wide, Texas chat 1. I'll move those up. And then my private will be here. So let's go ahead and set this up. Okay, you go here into channels. What you want to do is create nationwide USA. Okay, so you choose from down here 3100 nationwide USA. You go to this one, you create disconnect, and let's see, we'll go status, then we can go with Texas wide, Texas chat. So let's go back to status or disconnect. Make sure you set this up to disconnect. Status will be 5000. Status Texas wide will be 3148. Texas wide. Texas chat will be Texas chat 1. And this one you can set it up to TAC 1, which will be TAC 1 from the contact drop down. TAC 2 will be TAC 2. TAC 3. And select TAC 3. This will be TAC 310. Select drop down, TAC 310. TAC 311. Will be TAC 311. TAC 312. It'll be TAC 312. And let's see what else we're missing besides the privates. Oh, Parrot Echo. Parrot Echo. So we'll choose Parrot Echo here. We'll put KD5 of the LJ. And then choose KD5 DLJ. Alec. N1 AJW. I will choose N1 AJW. Choose my buddy out there in Arizona, AK7RM. And go here and choose AK7RM. Then what you need to do is go to your zones and create your zone. You can name it zone 1. It's up to you, however you want to name it. So all your channels are here. Create a zone. Let's click on that and it'll show you the channels available for creating the zone. So the way how you have added it into your channels listing, it'll be shown in the order it was done. So let's create the zone 1 with 13 channels. The first 13, and then we'll do a zone of private chats. So we can add in these 3, and that's that. So zone 1 will have TG9 nationwide USA disconnect, status Texas wide, Texas chat, TAC 1, 2 and 3, 310, 311, 312, and Parrot Echo. I'm just gonna move nationwide down. There we go. So you can sort them out to however you want. And save as. You want to save this as you know, whatever you want to call it. I call it WH6AV in my case, and then I'll call it MD390. I'll give it today's date, 01/04/2017. Password sets, don't worry about this, just say yes. So from here you can minimize this, go to the CPS editor for MD390 or 380 radio. You open up the file. It says MD380 or WH6AV MD390 01/04. So you check here, expand this, channels information, it's all there. So everything's there. We can go through. It is all digital, 12.5 kilohertz of bandwidth, 436 repeat, receive and transmit. Admit criteria is color code. Color code 1, slot 2, designated contact for each channel is set correctly. These are all private contacts. So if you go here, digital contacts, they're all listed. Digital receive group list, don't need any of that. Zone information, you have your zone 1. And then you can see at the channel member of zone 1 are these guys here. And in your private chats, in their own respective zone. So all you have to do is just write to the radio, make sure your cable is plugged in first. USB plugged into the computer and to the radio. Radio is turned on, it doesn't have to be in DFU mode. And then you just click on the program, write data to your radio, and then the window will come up. Just click on OK. Alright, that's it. Sorry for taking 22 minutes of your time, but that's how to program. First time for those of you. So watch a review and keep watching the video. Basically tells you how to do it. How to program your MD380 390 radio. Okay guys, 1:02 in the morning. I'm gonna stop here. So have a good day. WH6AV signing off.